It's your girl, JV. High Priestess. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2021. Oh, Libra, Lord. Hydrate. Smoke it if you got it. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. Everything's rolling out way slower than I expected, but that's okay. And we are learning to be easy with ourselves. And if you're looking for daily tarot readings, check out my Instagram, justj_everything. And for other dope shit I do, check out my website, justjeverything.com. Libra, there's something about raw, au natural, like just being your true authentic self. There is some heavy hitter shit going on with all of that, all the planetary pile up in Aries right now. Chiron is there, is going to be there for a few more years. This is like, you need to get used to, let's just like go ahead and purge, like get it out, just get it out. Because that full moon in your sign also, it's like, what did disrupt? For some of you, I feel like things may have been feeling really good, and then that I don't know, there was, I feel a disruption is the word that comes. And disruption doesn't have to be a negative thing. It could just be shaking the status quo. Shaking you out of, you know, a certain cycle or a frequency. Let things disrupt you. Disrupt your pattern. On April 10th, Venus is going to be sextiling Jupiter, and it makes it all better. You know, the two benefics aspect, and it feels happy, honestly. Positive interactions with anyone with heavy Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius, or Pisces placements. Maybe making up with someone, maybe making out with someone. Hey, you never know. You never know with y'all motherfuckers. You never know. You never know. I'm a Libra rising, so I know I never know. So I know y'all never know. It's either or. On the 11th, the next day, Venus in Aries squares Pluto in Capricorn. And this feels like more disruption. Something comes out, something comes to light, something getting revealed. Take a deep breath, Libra. And it's coming out, it's all happening in your favor. It needs to, like, whatever is still there, lingering, lurking, let it come out, because Aries season, it's time to initiate. It's the new year, it's a new start. So it's like, figure out your I am. Figure out your shit now so that you can move forward and progress forward, especially on the 14th when your ruling planet Venus goes into Taurus. And it's like, finally, Venus back at home, back in the lap of luxury kind of vibes, and also feeling comfier in your skin, attracting in what you want. So that's why I'm like, just handle, there's something to handle now. And all this activity across from you in Aries is fueling your passion to really be your truest self. And that's what's needed. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's authenticity, raw, au natural. It's like, let it, I don't know if some of you have really been tapping into old like pattern cycles, childhood things revving up, ramping up, dealing with anger, frustrations. But either way, don't evade it anymore. Don't sweep it under the rug. It's time to let stuff flow out. And don't care about how it looks. Don't care about the aesthetic. You already know you got that on lock. So let yourself just be raw. Let it be raw. So, yes, for the most useful, helpful, divinely aligned messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2021. And the first card out is the Eight of Swords. And I feel like y'all are already moving past this. Maybe even as of today. There's just, it's coming up. Things are coming to light. The ways that you have kept yourself stuck. The confusion that has been perpetuated. You now understand the ways that you have contributed to the perpetuated confusion or perpetuated stagnation and the cycles, the loops. There is in the beginning of Aries season, I feel like this doesn't feel present, but some of you may still very much so be here. You still may be looping about something and just like not seeing clearly. But there is a need to break out of your cycle, break out of your head, to get out of the normal way that you're doing something, to take a good look at all of your mental habits and your beliefs. It's time to do some mental inventory, some belief inventory. It feels like, this also feels like tapping into psycho-cybernetics. If you haven't read that book, definitely check it out. Rev Fam for life. There is this need to check in with your settings, I feel like, Libra. What are you believing about yourself? What are you holding true about you? Because I think there's some self-limitations here and some needing to break out, to stop restricting yourself, stop holding yourself back, stop playing yourself small. And whatever situation or predicament that you think that you can't figure your way out or this keeps happening, it's just like, stop with the can't. It's an illusion. Your limits are an illusion. And it's a need for, and it's another eight of swords and then the Eight of Cups. It's a need to break out of this cycle, to break out of this comfort zone, to leave whatever is established and pursue whatever it is that you're feeling pulled towards. And it's got to be something that you're emotional about. It's something that you need to spend time thinking about. Take time in meditation about, because there's some kind of willful blindness. Because the thing about the Eight of Swords is, if you really, in the original, this is the traditional deck, but the way she's bound doesn't feel, I just feel like you can get out of that. With a little bit of thought, effort, self-prioritization, self-empowerment, you really would be able to break these rags off of you. Take a look around and see you're not really impaled, you're not really broken, you're not as wounded as you think that you are, you're not as helpless as you may feel right now. Let those emotions wash through you. They are just emotions. They aren't who you are. You are not helpless. You are not stuck. And it's time for you to get out of your comfort zone. Start really tapping in to whatever wounds are related to the root and sacral and solar plexus. I think root, sacral, solar plexus, all three of those need heavy attention. A lot of people are often always trying to be in their crown and third eye and all this stuff, or throat, and it's just there is this need to get back to the basics, especially at that, because there's some survival mode that you guys may have been used to being in, or that you're needing to break free of. You're no longer bound, no longer restricted, no longer in some kind of, it's you're needing to get out of your comfort zone and find the time to be able to understand that all those betrayals are about to be your come up, are about to be your breakthrough. There is this need to maybe take a little step back. It's interesting because all of these readings feel very reflective for Aries season. And I feel like this has so much to do with the presence of Chiron and that Sun-Chiron conjunction, and us just really tapping into where our identity wounds lie and where the root of all of these wounds are, and finding ways to heal ourselves, because no one else is really supposed to do it for you. All of us healers, we're just here to guide you, to help you figure it out for yourself, so that when you figure it out for yourself, you can find a way to help those around you figure it out for themselves. It's all this big cycle, but it's interesting. 887. So there may need to be a little step back as far as reflection, dealing with the people that you feel betrayed by, or the institutions that you feel betrayed by, taking what you need and leave. Whatever you are vacillating about, whatever you go back and forth about, whatever you can't make a decision about, whatever you feel like, oh, I don't know what we are, I don't know how this feels, how do they feel about me? No. Anything that, like, getting out of those situations that foster uncertainty, get out of that. Because you're the scales, you're used to balancing. You can handle the in between, the back and forth. It feels fun, it feels like home. Right now, no. You need to get, especially with Venus getting ready to go into Taurus, stability is important. Feeling solid is important. And it's time to make sure that in order for you to pursue a solid future and for you to pursue comfort, and for you to be able to establish comfort in your future for yourself, you've really got to be able to look at the past and see, okay, this is how I've made things comfortable for myself. This is how the patterns that I've allowed to continue, and I can call myself in my own bullshit, and I'm able to really get out of my own head and really lay these burdens to rest, really lay these swords down, really lay this indecision down, really lay these pains, these wounds that you have carried on with you. It's time to integrate these wounds into lessons, not just have this cloak of pain that you're just constantly finding ways to shed. And so it's time for you to figure out how can you integrate these lessons? How can you integrate this versus carrying it around? Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2021. There may be some, like, dealing with issues with people with heavy air placements or water placements. But this really feels like dealing with yourself. Every card is solitary. Even though those of you that are partnered, there is really a need to lay the past to rest before the new can come. Page of Cups. You've got to figure out how to break your cycle. Libra, before you get into another relationship, or before you start a new project or whatever, what is it that you can't bring with you anymore? What habits or cycles can't come anymore? It's just like there's baggage to be put down. There's baggage to be sorted through, emotional and mental baggage to be sorted through before you really have any time to put any effort into this new love, this new person, this new project, this new business, this new healing art, or this new creativity, whatever it is. There's something new that wants to come in, and they definitely may involve someone that's younger than you. I just saw the Two of Cups too. It may definitely involve someone that's younger than you, but either way, it's like you need to make sure that you figure out your own shit before you pursue any kind of like healing or creative modality. I also feel like in order to heal, definitely tapping into art, tapping into creative writing, automatic writing, getting out more in nature. One final card, all right, for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I did not expect that, but I did. I did, but I didn't. For Aries season 2021, one final card, one message. For ooh, nice. 8 of Pentacles. And also, and the moon on the bottom of the deck. I also feel like, Libra, when new love comes in, when new projects or new passions or whatever come in, are you at that stage in your life and in your lessons where you've learned how to not let love derail your progress? Are you able to start a new relationship or start a new business venture or really throw yourself into something that you're trying to create and like keep track of shit the way that you would if you were single? It's like you just may, it's interesting. I feel like for Aries and Libra, it still feels very Piscean right now, the energy, and I think that has a lot to do with Chiron. Moon at the bottom of the deck, so there may be issues going on or decisions to be made in regards to someone with heavy Pisces or Cancer placements, but underneath that is justice, and there you are. There may be some kind of illusion, or someone with Pisces or Cancer or Libra or Taurus placements that is not, I feel like they may not be contributing to you seeing yourself properly, and it's time for you to turn your back on any kind of illusion. Ooh, Jesus. All right. Oh, let me stop. Okay, the Emperor keeps trying to come out now. All right, I'm not telling that. Anyway, let's get into this. I love you. All right, Libra, let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and start with clarifying the 8 of Swords, because with that and then the moon on the bottom of the deck, there's something that you guys aren't seeing clearly. I feel like you're not seeing your personal power clearly. You may feel disconnected from your personal power. You may not see the fact that there may be some mental health issues that are still needing to be tended to, or some sadness or depression or whatever it is for you. There's something that Libra's not seeing clearly. Oh, wow. Interesting. The 9 of Wands reversed. And I like that continuation, the symbolism. It's like whatever it is you're not seeing clearly in of yourself and in your mind and in your heart, it's trickling down to your physical energy. It's trickling down like to your sexual energy, your spiritual connections. It's like something, some of you may be feeling really blocked between like your mind and your spirit, or like passion and spirit. You may be feeling really drained. Just may not want to, or feel like you don't have the energy. But it's like when you get your mind right, your physical energy will pick up as well. It's like you have, you see how linear this is. It's like, also I feel like time's not linear. Don't put a timeline on yourself. There is a lot of layers and levels to climb and to get through. So this also is another, sense of balance, that those scales here, you guys really figuring that shit out. So let yourself understand that a lot of your problems are stuck from, or not your problems, but it's just like a lot of you are just really, really in your head. And there's a need to give yourself a break. And that starts by, I also just noticed, holy shit, I can't make this shit up. Blindfold on, blindfold off. You focus on getting your mind right, babe, and you really are going to be granted another sight, a really deep understanding of all the resources available to you, of all the energy that you can really tap into. But you've got to be willing to shake shit up, to get out of your comfort zone, so that you can really go from being too scared to see to be so willing to see that you're ready to leave whatever is established and fucking move. And bam, on the bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune. Please clarify the Eight of Cups, because there is something you guys are needing to pursue. I also feel like a lot of what you're tied up in your head about is regarding things of the root chakra. So survival, sexuality, root, sacral, and solar plexus. So survival mode, your sexuality, your personal boundaries, your access to your willpower. It's you. I feel like you guys are in a place of figuring out how to stop keeping yourselves stuck so that you can really flow and harness and push your willpower and push your projects and break free from like any kind of mental fear or self-limiting doubt that has been holding you back. It feels like very step by step. Funny, 8, 8, 9, 8, 8, 7. And another 8. 3 fucking 8s. What? Okay. So there's cycles coming up. For sure. Loops, patterns. And I feel like some of you are like almost there. Really almost there. It's just time to really figure out how to turn your betrayals and your pain and your anger and your, self-sabotaging thoughts and your whatever it is, whatever pain you're carrying around, you've got to figure out how to turn this into your breakthrough, how to turn this into your come up, how to turn this into your new beginning, and how to turn this into your new love, your new passion, your new image, your new career. This is you fucking off with this so that you can really propel yourself forward. Please clarify the 8 of Cups for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Aries season 2021. Take a deep breath. Interesting. Thank you for 1 card. Phone note. Ooh, some of you this is just like shit you've really been clinging to. Some of you, I feel like you've been clinging on to this since you were 4 to 8 years old, or you've been clinging on to this or it's been really hard to get over for the last 4 to 8 years, or there may have been someone with heavy earth placements, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is Sun in Capricorn. So some of you, there may be someone with heavy Capricorn placements that you're breaking new cycles or creating new cycles with, letting things go. You can no longer cling. And it's time to pursue something different. Go in a new path. Do something with this love that you have. Transmute it. Do something with this pain that you have. Use it. Put it into something. Fucking burn some shit down. Build some shit up. But either way, it's like harness, focus. And you've got to learn how to figure out how to get a hold of your mind, get a hold of your thoughts, so that you can then get a hold of your words and your actions and your trajectory forward. I really don't want to clarify this, but let's go ahead and fucking take it there. Please clarify the 7 of Swords. For any messages for how to really turn this into a breakthrough. Some of you, I feel like, have really just been haunted by a betrayal, haunted by just the way someone said something to you, or haunted by words that someone said to you. Haunted about someone going back and forth between you and someone else. Haunted by feeling like an option maybe. Wow. Haunted by the fact that you've ignored your intuition about this shit also. But you can't stay there. You can't stay in a place where you are angry that you ignored your intuition, or what someone told you, or what your mom said, or that you should have known better. All of that shit, that's not going to cut it. At this point, it's time to really like, it's like buck up, buttercup, buck up, buttercup. That's how I feel like the high priestess coming out. It's like, how can you turn this into a breakthrough, your pain into a breakthrough by going inward and choosing to access the divine feminine within you, to undertake removing yourself from the emotional thick of it all, really creating some emotional distance and allowing yourself to look at things objectively, allowing yourself to really access the divine, take it there. Go fucking full crazy woman in the woods, whatever it is you got to do to really allow yourself that connection with spirit. Some of you, there's someone with heavy Cancer placements, or there is also maybe a betrayal that you are really like getting over finally in Aries season, especially a betrayal by someone with a heavy Cancer placements, or a betrayal with the mother, a betrayal with maybe a deeply spiritual woman, or a betrayal with yourself, the way that you have maybe a religion or a practice or something you allowed yourself to partake in. Betrayal that you didn't protect yourself. There is this need, or that you had to protect yourself. There is some need to really take your spirituality and take your intuition and better knowing and your spiritual practices, whatever it is that it may be, it's time to take it to another level. Please clarify the Page of Cups. And in that taking it to another level, that is going to be blossoming new things. I just feel like some of you have really deep inner child work to heal. Inner child work to do. What is it? EDMR, something like that. Yeah, because there's opportunities for new creativity. And damn, on the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. There's opportunities for fun, festivities, renewal in your relationship, a new take on old love, or also just feeling like finding stability in your heart, finding stability in your relationship. Really, like there may be some new project that it involves. Some of you may be getting married. Some of you may be getting engaged. Some of you may be marrying or going to weddings, or going to a lot of events. Things are perking up as far as that. So there is this need to deal with this, go inward, so that when all of this fun and togetherness comes, you can really enjoy it. Wow, I don't really want to take all this, but I'm going to let it go. I'm going to show it. A real need to accept the truth, whatever insight, whatever conversations that come in that allow you to break whatever chains that you're having with any kind of a darkness, maybe someone with heavy Capricorn or Aquarius or Scorpio placements, Scorpio or Leo too. Leo's definitely here. The King of Wands. There is definitely inner child work, ways that you've kept yourself bound, issues with the father, issues with the husband, issues with authority, definitely coming in to be healed and to be focused on. Please clarify the Eight of Pentacles. But the Page of Cups says there's new feelings here. Some of you, it's funny because like you're dealing with stuff, and you may not be, those of you who are single, you may not feel like you're emotionally available, but you still are putting out vibes somehow. Venus is going into Taurus, and that's your ruling planet. She's going to be home, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities for fun, warmth, love, and togetherness available to you. And especially if there's someone younger than you, allow yourself to be receptive to that. Allow yourself to just have some fucking fun. Even if it's just a friend. Doesn't have to be romantic all the time. Please clarify the Eight of Pentacles. But it because also you guys are dealing with this, it's just going to be way more emotional than anybody expected. Fucking Chiron in Aries. And that Sun and Chiron conjunction, I'm convinced. It's just like, it's a lot. So do what you can to really stay open. Stay open while also like focusing and not letting your life get derailed. Because if this is new love or a new friend or new partying or whatever it is, don't let yourself get derailed from all the progress that you've made. Especially if there's like trips or something involved. Yeah, it's like if you focus, you really could take this on the road or really expand or put this, launch something new, rediscover yourself. Focus on the new you that you're really trying to be. Focus on getting yourself out there into the world, understanding what you have in your hands. I feel like some of you need to be working or making something with your hands, more hands-on, harnessing energy with your hands, creating stuff. Whatever it is going to be different for all of you. But Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, there may be a water sign coming in, an earth sign around, that you're really having to make harsh decisions of. Okay, it's like once you feel back, or once you deal with your bullshit, you back on your own bullshit and there's all these people around. But make sure that you take care of you, put you first, deal with whatever conflicts so that you can really be successful and be on your way about your business. I love you. You got this. Ah.